need to do my roots. Look at all this growth. That's 3 months. That's insane. Shout out to my barber dog. Hello everybody. Welcome back to part 3. This is the last and final part of my 3-part series where I show you every single album in my K-pop collection. This entire extravaganza started when I was making my video on why K-pop albums are a really great resource for creative people. And now here we are. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janice. I make videos under the umbrella term of creativity, whether that may be creativity in the kitchen with trying out new recipes, whether that be creativity in terms of my face where I do some makeup stuff. I have also made creativity related content in terms of my own actual job. I've designed a cosmetics line for Luna, which is a K-pop band. I have made videos where I speak multiple languages, a lot of things, a lot of stuff. Creativity is the umbrella term of my channel. It's more like of a calm part of the internet, not much drama, not a lot of screaming, crying, throwing up, just like chill vibes. If any or all of that sounds interesting to you, have a look around on my channel and why not stick around? That's the part that I forgot. If you don't want to watch these 3 videos at their, hefty lengths, you can also go over to my Patreon where you can find the entire thing in a PDF document, along with some more additional infos, aka who's my bias, what other versions there are, if you would like to see the behind the scenes process of how these videos came to be, my ranting and raving about video editing, that'll also be over on my Patreon. If you've not seen the last 2 parts, part 1 has mainly to do with 17, covering all of my 17 albums. Yeah, that entire video is just 17. I like 17, what can I say? Part 2 includes BTS, EXO, and Flying. I think those are the main ones. The main part is BTS. And then this here, the last part, is sort of a mix and match of the rest of my albums. Without any further ado, let's go. We are back with Big Hit Entertainment, aka Hype Entertainment, but with BTS's sibling group, aka little brother group, TXT. This year is TXT, the Chaos Chapter, Fighter Escape. The release date is the 17th of August 2021, one day before my birthday. The genre is dance, pop, and emo core. Entertainment, as I've already said, Big Hit Entertainment / Hype Entertainment. There are 2 versions available for this one, which is the Fight and the Escape version. I've got the Fight version. The track list goes as follows. They've got so many equal signs, it's gonna be tiring. Okay, fine. Whilst I do own this album, and I would consider myself a fan of TXT, I'm not so much of a stan that I know, like, the correct way to say these names. You know how, like, 5 Seconds of Summer fans would be upset if you said 5SOS instead of 5 Saws? Just imagine that with these song titles. I'm reading them as I am reading them. Lover Loser, Anti-Romantic, 0x1 equals Love Song, aka I Know I Love You, Magic, Ice Cream, What If I Had Been That Puma, No Rules, Moa Diary, Dear Sputnik, Frost, 0x1 equals Love Song, aka I Know I Love You, but the emo core mix. My favorite songs from this album are Lover Loser, I Know I Love You, and Magic. Pow! That was the introduction, and now let's head over to see what's inside. In the front, it's just a cross with a heart, Fighter Escape, and in the back, it looks like it's been torn off, or like somebody tried to rip off a sticker unsuccessfully. Very relatable. And then over here we have the group name. Okay. I'm just immediately gonna remove all of the extra bits and bobs, because there are quite a few extra bits and bobs. Don't make that noise, you bitch. So this here is the cover without the cover on. That makes a lot of sense. This here is the album cover without the sleeve on. Very pretty. This here album is very much like 2000s inspired, I would say, from a not in-depth research made, but just from my point of view and my eyes seeing like the contents of it. It feels like very 2000s inspired. When we open it up, technically a lot of shit would fall out now, but we'll get into that into a second. We have the CD, which is part of the actual cover. The inside of the cover is pink, again with the tape sort of thing. It says escape, and then if we turn it this way, it says fight, which are the two versions that exist. The photo book over here with the fight sticker over the escape sticker, because this is the fight version. So let's get into it. Can I do it? No, I can't. This is gonna be irritating to hold and show into the camera. It's fine. I have looked at this album twice. I bought this very, very, very recently, so I'm pretty sure that I've forgotten most of what's already inside. So it might even just be like a little bit of a live reaction type thing. We're just gonna rediscover it together. This here is what happens when you open it. We have a ribbon design with the lover and loser concept. One thing that I'm noticing now is this paper seems slightly thinner than the normal K-pop album thickness of pages. You're just gonna have to pretend that that sentence made sense. We open her up and you can see this is very much a skater boy type concept. To me, it evokes feelings of like Avril Lavigne in her like skater boy phase, except it's now in 2021. So this here's the entire band. We have all of the members present. Let's go through them and then let's just go through them. We have HYUNIN, we have BuGuMi, we have Taehyun, we have Subin, and then there's Yeonjun. Very much skater boy. This is gonna be fun to do. Very much skater boy aesthetics, very much like ripped pieces of paper type aesthetic, ripping stickers off of things. Edgy. Sorry. Very serious. I love this album. I did not buy this album for the photos or the photo concept. I bought it for the music. And because I like TXT. But if we want to go into a little bit more of a detail shot, I'm gonna cry. But if we want to go into a little bit more of a detailed shot, we need to go over here. They've actually decorated all of their skateboards with stickers of varying song titles, with rhinestones, with glitter, with TXT stickers. Not sure if they did that themselves or, you know, if they were just given those skateboards and told, pose, pose, go. Here we have a photo, more of a like close-up group shot of the entire gang. Taehyun looks like he wants to reach out to grab it and see what it is. Cute. Here you can also see slightly more of like the details of the members' like design. That sounds weird. You can see more detail of the not characters. You can see more detail of the people's makeup and like additional things that they did with the makeup to enhance them. So for example, BuGuMi in this comeback has some like blonde streaks, which same, not inspired by BuGuMi obviously. We have HYUNIN with some bluish green streaks. Yeonjun has an X-carved or possibly makeup into his eyebrow, and then over here he has rhinestones as a fake piercing. They are rhinestones, we will see that later. Spoiler. And then Taehyun has snake bites, but also obviously fake snake bites, because oh my god, imagine a K-pop idol with real snake bites. Probably exists. Let me know in the comments if you know one. Haha, this is an interactive channel. Ugh. Sorry about that. We also have a big fat sticker of Fly Not Fall, bringing it back to full skater boy. Here we have a people introduction for Yeonjun. One thing I'm gonna just point out throughout the entire thing are little Photoshop details that are fucked up, because there are plenty. And they bother me. I'm like, come on, Hype Entertainment, you've got so much money. You've got BTS, and you've got TXT. They're bringing in the cash, and you can't even like give your graphic designers enough time to like do a good job? Good with this like sometimes mediocre Photoshop? Come on. Also, I'm entirely not blaming the graphic designers. I'm gonna say that's probably like management that fucked up with this stuff. As a graphic designer myself, I know that sometimes it's mostly like project management that's kind of like not good with timeline stuff. 3 minutes before you have to send it off to print, they're like, oh yeah, can you put the name behind the member? And you're like, what do you mean? I'm gonna need more than 3 minutes for that. And they're like, yeah, just like do it. So I'm entirely not blaming the graphic designers, but I am pointing out that there are Photoshop mistakes. So over here we have Yeonjun. He is laying on a graffitied couch, which looks very filthy. Also a little bit broken, but I feel like that piece, it looks like deliberately cut into so that it can look more messy. He looks very, he looks like a fuckboy. I can say that, he's my bias. Ah. Yeah, I think he's my bias. Over here we have him again. He's laying in the sun, covering the sun with his hand so that not all of his face gets shined upon. What am I trying to say? Why is my elbow up here? Okay, a lot of questions. You can actually see that those are not piercings, they are rhinestones effectively. Still can't tell for some reason whether that eyebrow is actually shaved or not shaved. I'm gonna guess it's just concealer. Big Hit would probably flip out if he was suddenly like missing some eyebrow. Fuck off. He's so cute.
How could I be so stupid?
We have a graphic design page with what do you worry about? We have an action shot of him doing something with his skateboard. I have zero knowledge in skateboard lingo, so but it's a bit of an action shot. It looks like it's taken around like a twilight time. We have another double page spread where he is sitting with a skateboard. He is sitting on a skateboard ramp. The Photoshop here is, the skateboard ramp is very clearly just like cut out without like any attention to like the detailing, but very fair. With falling for you, falling into your deep blue sea as text on the next page. We have another double page spread of Yeonjun. This time he is once again sitting on the skateboard ramp, holding his skateboard up and doing little sitting poses. And then there's the lover loser ribbon from the beginning. Another double page spread, one with the entire page filled out with a solo shot of Yeonjun. Also with a solo shot of Yeonjun, but more in the lower half. Here we can also see very cute details of the skateboard itself. Stickers, 3D stickers, some rhinestones, very cute. I feel like those rhinestones pop off as soon as you do like any trick, or like if you're grinding, is that what it's called? Grinding on the railing. It's good, you know, he's here. Hehe. Is Subin my butt? We're heading over to Subin. I don't know that much about the individual members or who's the oldest and who's the youngest, so I can't give you very many details there. But this here is Subin. He's sitting on top of a skateboard, which has bedazzled wheels. We have a double page spread with him looking very... What is that face? I'm having a hard time deciphering what look he's trying to give us, but just, you know, just look. He's looking at you. Thoughtful. Maybe it's a thoughtful type of look. We have a singular page with Fly Not Fall in big letters. And then on the next page, there is another action shot with Subin skateboarding. It says lover loser on his skateboard down here. If you've seen my other videos, you will know that I adore golden hour photos, like the golden glow. It's stunning. I love it. We also have a member unpicked background photo for Subin with lyrics on the other page. For his lyrics, it says, I don't want to disappear. I don't want to feel lost. His skateboard is yellow, also bedazzled, also with various stickers, really close to his head as well. The transparency selection wasn't done very well. There's still a little leftover of background image I saw immediately. Over here, the masking is very like crisp and clear, and over here it's almost blurry. But then down here, it's also blurry. Over here, it's sharp again. What happened there? Like, you can make it blurry 100%, but then you have to make it kind of blurry everywhere. So over here, maybe they did it with the pen tool, but then over here they just did it with like blur, which I find confusing. Don't you want to do the entire thing with the pen tool and then with the mask just +1 feather? Okay, that's enough ranting of Photoshop. Again, with the lover loser ribbon. We have a portrait shot of Subin, and then over here we have a full body shot, which I like this detail a lot. The foot is over the lover loser ribbon. The mask is very well done. Good job. We can also see that he has 2 plasters, band-aids. We have 2 plaster band-aids on his fingers. Yeah, we have more solo shots with him. Here we can see some of the details of his skateboard, which I think are, you know, unrealistic. But it's fine. Like, it's for a photo shoot. What do you expect them to be actual skaters and then train them for like 30 years so that they can do a little, you know, the skateboard move that goes... Yeah, everybody knows that one. Tony Hawk. A little solo shot on a gray page detail, whereas Yeonjun's was down here, his is in the middle. Maybe the next members will be up here. My god, continuity? She's crazy. Over here we have a double page spread with Bongyu. This is the member that I know some little tiny bit of trivia. He is from daegu. I know this because every time any member is from daegu, I'm like, oh, I've been to daegu. I spent 10 months there. And then I feel a weird connection, which is entirely parasocial. But yeah, he's from daegu. He has some scrapes on his arm, and then he has band-aids, but they are covering everything except where he has dried blood. His skateboard is purple, also has some bedazzling. No bedazzling on the wheels itself, so that's a little bit more realistic at least. But I still think all of these little diamonds would just like entirely plop off, you know, as soon as he would do any sort of trick. The Photoshop that bothers me here is in the hair. The masking where his hair touches the dark part of the E bothers me. It's not done well. I feel like they could have just flattened it. They could have taken that little strand out and it would have looked a little bit better. Maybe I am this picky because part of my like finals exam was having to do this exact type of thing. This one is so whitewashed, it kind of hurt. Like his skin just kind of blends into the floor. Can everybody say whitewashing? Oh yeah, it's whitewashed. Obviously it's whitewashed. I am starting to realize that the page concept is always the same. So first we have an introduction, then we have a double page spread, and then at one point we get the gray background, pink squares, and lover loser ribbon. But that's fun. I like a little continuity. That way we at least know that every member is treated fairly and evenly. But movement shot, his is very much more of a nighttime shot. I like the use of flash in his photo. He looks a little bit unsure on standing on a skateboard, which is fair. Like if I was a K-pop idol and they were just like, yeah, we're doing a skater boy theme, I'd be like, okay, cool. What do you mean I have to get on a skateboard? What if I die? BuGuMi's text page says stand by me all night, and it's in like a sort of graffiti font. Of course we also have the member behind a pink background. They masked it very smartly. They were like, I don't want to do masking hair anymore, so let's just put his lower half instead of his hair in the pink. His text here says it doesn't matter when I'm with you. Skin tone is really blue in this, but like if we compare it to this one, like over here it's very much like cream, and then over here is almost like too blue. Did an intern Photoshop this? See, and even over here, we have two completely different skin tones, but we know that this is probably taken on the same day. I don't understand what happened there. Why is that the way that it is? Oh my god, the Photoshop is terrible. Oh, TXT, please. The Photoshop on the wheels is absolutely horrendous. You can see the white still in the background. It's really not that hard. His skateboard's purple, which is a cute choice, I think. Entirely huge rhinestone over here, and then little rhinestone star over there. The skateboard also says lover loser, which is cute. Oh yeah, we also have the big portrait and the gray page. And I was right, did you see? Yeonjun was down here, Subin was here, and then Bongyu is up here. Sometimes you pay attention and things just, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you pay attention and things actually happen the way that you predict them. We have, next up is Hyunin Kai. Hyunin Kai's Photoshop against the hair is just, it hurts me. Come on. Spend more than 3 seconds on it, please. His skateboard detail is actually really, really cool. It's got a lot. The people who designed it really went ham on his on his skateboard design. It's like every time I want to show you something, it's just like, sorry, you can't see it. This camera is, and that's why you're here. But his skateboard design is really cool, I think. Of course, Hyunin Kai also gets a dynamic shot during twilight taken. Flash photography I find to be exhausting, so you know, whenever I see it, hats off to people who can actually make it look good, because I can't. His text layer says, honey, hunnet, lover, rubber, cloud, clout. I don't know what that means. Over here, the graphic designers decided to shoot themselves in the foot and just mask all of him. Did you not learn with the other times where you masked and it turned out weird? Apparently not. I feel like if you feathered it, it would not have been so choppy. Especially the hair looks very, very choppy. I don't care so much about the rest. Like, if you cut off a little bit of fabric on the shirt, you can't really see that much. But you can really tell with like the feathering of the hair. Maybe it's supposed to be like a scrapbook type thing where they did it themselves. But then I don't see why they would, and I feel like they would have done it differently. I don't know. His text says, I am here for you. Oh my, what is that? Girl. I hate this because I really want to love this album, but I'm like, girl, what happened there with the Photoshop? But they just clipped his shirt. They were just like, yeah, that's part of the ramp now. I'm pretty sure his shirt was like flowing, right? So there's like a whole piece of fabric missing here. And I'm like, come on. That's not even like a hard thing to clip. Even if you clip a few pixels too much of the shirt, that's fine. But you can't just clip like an entire corner. What's going on? I like the placement of the ribbon in this one, although it does kind of look like he died. Oh, I just now see he also has a pretend eyebrow piercing with rhinestones. Here you can see his little eyebrow piercing. Oh, he's back in the middle, so I'm guessing the next member is going to be at the bottom again, same as Yeonjun in the beginning. We can see more of the very much unrealistically huge rhinestones on the skateboard, but it makes for a cool prop, I guess. We have Taehyun, cute. He's the only one with like a dark colored skateboard so far. His underside is black. You know, his hair masking is not too terrible. I'm not angry at it. This is kind of like the standard that I would like to see. Maybe not over there, it looks entirely terrible. Okay, never mind, I spoke too soon. Over here it's fine, and I was like, yeah, it actually looks kind of good. And then over here, closer to the E into the side of his head, it's just a mess again. I think the clothes are very much giving me a throwback of like how I used to walk around as a kid, very much like sweater and then t-shirt on top. Not sweater, what are those, like the thin versions of a sweater? Because when I think of a sweater, I think of a thick fabric. That was a really hard sentence to say for some reason. He's looking thoughtful into the distance, thinking about how he's a lover and a loser. Maybe, probably, I don't know. You can see his little snake bites. Very cool, very skater boy, very emo. We also have a dynamic shot with him. He's doing an ollie. I sound like such a mom. I think this here is called an ollie. Text says fight, escape, and it also kind of looks like he's actually doing the stunt. You know what I mean? The other ones kind of, there were some members that looked very much like, this is my first day on a skateboard. He looks like he would actually know how to skateboard. Show that the members have different skills. Oh, fuck me. Stop. Whoever designed this album just hates themselves, huh? The hair masking just hurts. The thing is, hair masking itself is really hard to do if the photographer and the graphic designer or like art director did not talk to each other. Blonde person against a bright background, and as a person who then has to Photoshop it, you're like, huh? If I have dark hair and I hold it against a light background, it's very easy to mask that. Like, that's pretty easy. But if I were to hold my dark hair against a dark background, masking that is gonna be such a pain. And so I really feel for the graphic designers, but I'm also just like, girl, what did you do? If you really wanted like a pink background moment, why didn't you like bring a pink piece of like fabric that all the graphic designers would have had to do is just adjust the pink so it's the same pink as over here. His lyrics on the page read, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Here we have Taehyun's gray page, pink boxes, slightly crooked photos. Actually, all of their photos on these pages are crooked. I just haven't pointed it out yet. I like his shoes. His shoes are really cool, which look like he has drawn them on himself, which I remember drawing on my shoes, so very much, you know, relatable. The lover-loser sign is going behind him, but they masked it very smartly. Yeah, well done. They use a pen tool over there. Full picture of him holding the skateboard, and then him looking very thoughtful, and I was right, he's at the bottom again. Very much cool skateboard. I like it a lot. A golden hour shot. You know I love that. I don't know, Subin looks like he wants to beat you up or like seduce you, something in between that. Bongyu just kind of looks, I don't know why my first thought was he looks hungry, but like in a sort of like, I want to go home, I'm hungry type. We also have some ripped photo page detail over here. Group shot of all of them sort of laying on top of each other. Are they laying on the couch? I think they're laying on a mattress. Okay, the photo itself is kind of like blue tinted, which is a choice, especially because it's right after the very much warm photo. You can tell by my reaction which one is my favorite. It's obviously the golden hour one. We have another group shot of all of them. Yeonjun is trying to look at us like he's a delinquent. We have fight or escape sort of spray paint graffiti style over here. The first time I saw this, I thought the Photoshop was just really whack, and then I realized that that's actually kind of the point. Over here we have a thank you note and a photo collage of Yeonjun on a skateboard. I actually can't tell if he actually took this photo right over the sofa. I don't think he did. It looks photoshopped. And then over here we have a teeny tiny little Yeonjun, sort of graffiti, but also like trying to make it look spooky font. It says fight or escape. This is Subin's thank you note, very much shorter than Yeonjun's. Imagine working for so long on an album and then your company being like, and now write a 30-page long thank you note to the fans. Be like, thanks. We have the same fight or escape font over here for Subin's photo collage. Definitely don't think that he did this over the broken car, because I feel like that is just wanting to get hurt, and I don't think Big Hit can afford it. We've also got a tiny little Subin over here. We have a very big thank you note from Bongyu, and this is this Photoshop is just funny. At this point, like this one, I'm not gonna fault because it just looks funny because of the like the, you know, the collage is just funny itself. Before I faulted them because I was like, girl, this is messy, but this one, that's just funny. And you can tell that this is on purpose. So It looks like a meme. It's just, it wants to be a meme so badly. But the photo collage for this one is really cool. Fighter Escape, the same font, him actually skating. No, actually, I don't think he's actually going down that ramp because there is zero shadow. And with the way that the light is coming, there would definitely be a shadow here. But I love this little addition. We have Yunikai's thank you note. This one actually kind of looks real. One of the only ones that doesn't look entirely fake. But then they did add the little one over here. This one is so fake and you can tell. We have Taehyun's thank you note. Just for the simple fact that there is already a skateboard on the car, and if you were to skate over here, I'm pretty sure you would hit that thing, especially if you wanted to jump over it. A little tiny Taehyun over here. Once again, sort of sunset golden hour, which I love. And then I really like this little detail over here, the fight sticker, which is getting ripped off. That's cool. Then we have the credits, copyrights, lover loser sticker. This is the first time that I'm seeing like shadow. Usually it's just stuck on. Yeah, no, usually there is no shadow with it. So this is the first time that they remember to add a little shadow underneath. Who edited this, please? And that's the photo book done. But now let's get to the extras that came with it. And when I tell you it's a lot, oh girl, it's a lot. The very first thing you see when you open the actual album itself is this lyric booklet over here. I've already shown you a snippet of this in my Why K-pop albums are a great resource for creative people video. I love this page detail. We have a little index card of the entire songs, and with every page we get a specific design on the right side. Left side. We have Lover Loser, we have Anti-Romantic, very much Avril Lavigne heart skull. Here's the graphic for I Know I Love You. We have the graphic for Magic, and of course the lyrics. Here's the double page for Ice Cream. What If I Had Been That Puma? This here is the song for Moa Diary. For Frost, Star Seekers with Tomorrow by Together. I Know I Love You, but it's the emo core remix this time. And then the end credits on who worked on which song, lyricists, and etc, etc. Don't forget the page detail. Then we head over to this piece of paper, which is a poster, which very much, this gives me so much like the 2000s vibes. Yeonjun looks so cute, fuck you. It looks like a behind the scenes photo of him getting this photo taken, which is cool. We get stickers, and this is when I started to realize that Big Hit is very stingy when it comes to BTS. TXT, you get all of this stuff, and with BTS, you maybe get a photo card. Here we have the name stickers with some additional heart details. Also have the stickers that were in the actual photo book themselves. We have some graphic design details, very much 2000s type stickers, members and shapes. One thing that I kind of find sad with this one is that these ones are not stickers. You can of course just cut them out yourselves and then they are stickers, but I kind of find it sad that they didn't think to make those actual parts of the stickers as well. One thing I also find funny is how like Taehyun just gets a circle and then Hyunin gets a heart. I feel like they had a favorite. That's 2 full sticker sheets, Big Hit. Where are my BTS stickers? We got a table standee. I got Hyunin, and this is a table standee. I will not be using this because table standees terrify me. As in, I feel like I'm gonna break it. You see anything on my walls or on my table? No. That's what it looks like. Pop them out. We have an AR card. Says it on the back. That's how I know that it's an AR card of a skateboard. If you paid attention, you can tell me which member this is. I did not pay enough attention. I believe that it's Hyunin just because same skateboard. When I was showing my friend the TXT album, she pointed out to me the fact that there are actually instructions on the backside, and I had been too lazy to try and figure out what they meant. There are clear instructions on how to get the most out of this card, which is to download the app ILU AR. Here's the app, let's open it up. With drama. Indeed, K-pop always. You go to the AR shop. These are supposedly all of the albums that come with this sort of AR card. I chose TXT, obviously, because that's the one that I got. And then if we click on the circle here, it uses your camera to see what's through. And then if we go like this, you get a little video. A little personalized video for each and every album. And you can also like hold it and, you know, move it. It's like a little mini green screen, but you know, obviously it's not an actual like green screen because it is just a picture, but the app scans it and then delivers you this little video. I think it's really cool. Like, that's really neat. It is apparently the 14th of August, 2002. I feel like some of the members were like 1 year old when this date was supposedly happening. And you would think that like, this is the end now, surely. No, there's still more stuff. We get another poster. And this one is huge. Ah, I'm so scared of breaking it. Bam. It's so big. The back is blank, so it's just a one-sided poster, but you know what? It's a big poster. And the last thing before I can show you the photo cards is this here headshot of Yeonjun. Yeonjun. Let's not repeat the Jimin thing. Then we're heading over to Jimin. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a complex over how I say Jimin, because I don't want to say it like
Holy London.
Ta-da! The background is just... Ooh, the TXT logo is actually glossy. Details, I love that. Now we can get to the photo cards. Woo! But don't expect too much, I still didn't get my bias. We've got Hyunin and Taehyun. Alrighty, next album. Jesus. Is our first girl group album. This here is Red Velvet, and the album is called Queendom. Release date for this year album is the 16th of August, 2021. Once again, 2 days from my birthday. What is going on? The genre for this album is R&B, pop, electropunk, and dance, entertainment, SM entertainment. 3 versions available. There is the girls version, Queen's version #1, and then Queen's version #2. I have obviously got the girls version. The track list for this year album is as follows: Queendom, Pose, Knock on Wood, Better Be, Pushin' and Pullin', Hello Sunset. My favorite songs from this album are Queendom and Knock on Wood. With that out of the way, let's get into the fucking album. The design is so cool. My roommate bought this album and I was like, I need it. It looks very much Polly Pocket inspired, and I'm like, that's such a cool idea. With the member photos in the back and the entire design, it just looks so cool. It looks like a dollhouse in the front, song list on the bottom. It looks like a piece of Polly Pocket merch, and I just... grr, love it. If you look really closely down here, the singular fingers are actually masked out and embossed. So somebody went and detail traced all of the little like finger details of finger placement instead of just like chopping it off. And I'm like, beautiful, beautiful. And technically, this here is just outdoor packaging, so you could just like chuck it away. But I feel like people put so much love and detail into this that it would feel bad for me to throw it away, so keeping this. Also, it just kind of keeps this part safe. This here's the actual album. It comes in a hard case. Hard plastic case. Once again, very much giving Polly Pocket, and I love that. The Queendom logo on it, it says Queendom on it, circular, and it's kind of in a like a rose gold sort of print on it. The plastic itself doesn't feel quite as cheap as Polly Pocket, but it doesn't feel super expensive. Then we open her up. Every time I open this album, I struggle to open her. That hurt. On the inside, the plastic is very glossy, whereas on the outside it was matte. The CD is at the bottom usually. The beautiful logo with the 5 little diamonds for each of the members. Red Velvet, the 6th... Not this again, the 6th mini album. All of the track names on it as well. I'm gonna put that right back in there. The cover is foiled. The cover is foiled. The cover has the Queendom scripture text on it in gold foiling. Before we get into it, one thing I want to note, it's not just a square photo book, it's actually got rounded corners, and once we open it, that's really gonna like shine through when we're going through the actual double pages. It looks really cool. And when we open it, oh, I broke it. That's fine. Let me just like try to fix it really quickly, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like this. Here we have a photo of a door, sort of, you know, symbolizing the entrance into this year era. of Red Velvet. The one thing that bothers me is that it's printed on crooked. Look at the spacing here and then look at the spacing here. We have a double page spread with Sugi, favorite Red Velvet member. Everybody say hello. And right off the bat, we can see that the styling is very much like 60s inspired, 60s, 50s, 70s. I'm very good with like eras. Is that Versace? I don't know my brand. No, it's Prada. It kind of looks like a child's bedroom sort of concept, like a early 2000s bedroom sort of concept. Very much like sepia tones, so we don't have very much intensely bright colors. Whereas you would think with the cover of it that the inside of it would be very much like bright and pink and Barbie explosion, but very much not. On the next page, we have a double page spread with Joy, who looks so stunning, so stunning. Over here we have her standing up against a wall. She's wearing glasses in this one. Jesus Christ. We have a double page spread with Irene looking insanely gorgeous. Are you joking me? She's wearing a Miu Miu top and they added a little lens flare sparkle for her shoes. We have a very much yellow spread with Yeti and Wendy over here. With like some Care Bears and some other knickknacks and a lot of stuff on the walls. Very much like ripped pages out of magazines and then taped them to the wall type feel. We have a double page spread with Irene where we can see her little Chanel earrings. Once again, her Miu Miu shirt, very much emphasizing her long lashes. We have Wendy with blue contacts. We know at this point how I feel about contacts, but if you don't, insert rant here. Hot take, I feel like they shouldn't give them contacts. K-pop companies love to give their idol like different colored contacts, and I just think every time it looks weird. Also like when their contacts move and then it's like, yeah. We have a double page spread on a sort of like creamy yellow type background with group shots of the girlies, and you can see that they look stunning. I mean, we're not surprised, it's Red Velvet, of course they look stunning. This one is so cute. Are you joking me? This one over here, they're like, yeah, model, 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 model. And then over here, they're just like laughing and joking with each other. How fucking cute. Double page spread with Yeti in the center over here. Although my eyes just kind of immediately fall on the cinnamon toast. Here. And then we have an additional member over here with Wendy shot. She looks fantastic. We have Joy and we have Yeti as the members. We also have a photo of pancakes. It's good, you know, getting that nutrition in there. We're heading over to a more like baby pink page, Joy and Sergi. And then we have a big photo over here of Irene. And you can really see her lashes are just so long. I need Korean makeup artists to tell me how they get their lashes to be that long. Because even if I do the manga lashes trick, it does not look like that. I think they give her freckles, but I'm pretty sure you won't be able to see it. And you definitely won't be able to see it. She's lounging in a chair and she's chewing some bubblegum and making bubblegum bubbles. Bubblegum bubbles. Over here, we have another double page photo of Yeti on the floor. She is laying on a rug. Her shoes are not my style. This is a kind way to say that, I guess. But her shirt is from Miu Miu and the shoes are also Miu Miu, but these shoes are just a choice. We have a sepia tone background here over here with two photos of Wendy with blue contacts. And then over here, we have another photo of Irene, looking beautiful, looking model. Here you can see the blue contacts very well. Very much sepia toned. I kind of wish that they hadn't done the sepia tone. We have Sergi over here posing with a magazine of 17. If you're wondering, it's the March 2016 Ausgabe. As we get to the next page, we have a photo of a dollhouse on a pink background. This imagery you're gonna see in some of the other stuff. If you were to look at this photo in person, you could see girlie has zero skin. She has no skin. It's just blur, which is a shame, but then her eyelashes are just super sharp. Maybe you can see it a little bit, but girlie just has no skin. They were like, you're an idol. Idols don't have skin. The like placement over here that they all did it on the same side. They were all given very like expensive shoes. Very much collage of the 2000s. Very much I did this with like cutting out things and then sticking them on pieces of paper to make a collage. If we compare the Photoshop from this album to TXT's album, I'm sorry TXT, what went wrong? What happened? I think this is the first white page that we've had in this album with a 3-member shot of Yeti, Irene, and Wendy. Yeti looks absolutely gorgeous in these. Yeah. We also have a little circular insert photo over here of Seulgi, who looks cool. Then over here we have the blue version of the dollhouse. We also have Wendy, really beautiful blue shirt, and her eyes are intensely blue in this one. They extra photoshopped this one, huh? Over here we have the girls posing on a staircase with Wendy, Irene, and Yeti. Yeti is so fucking cute. Shut up. Shut up. We have a beautiful picture of Joy sort of looking over as if somebody had called her name. It says Femme Power in the background on the sticker. And then we have this gorgeous photo of Yeti on a very baby pink background. It's not even baby pink, it's almost like very, very pale pink. Then we have Wendy giving us her model pose. We have another photo of Irene pulling it down her glasses. She does not have skin. We have a sort of pixelated, almost comic book-like photo of the dollhouse is what it's called. It's a dollhouse. We have a double page spread with Seulgi where the photo is going over both sides. Joy, she looks so pretty in these. Are you joking me? And over here she's munching on some cereal. I'm guessing it's cereal. She's surrounded by cereal, so I'm gonna say it was cereal. Cereal. Let's just pretend that I'm still wearing the same makeup, the same shirt, and that I did not cut my hair yesterday. I filmed everything you just saw yesterday. Before showering, I was just like, I need a fucking haircut. It is inspired by these fuckers. But without any further ado, Yeti laying amongst a lot of like home movies, but cassette tapes, not DVDs. Over here we have a photo of Irene with absolutely zero skin. That's not a thing that K-pop idols have. We have a double page with Wendy. The wall detail is blue, painting is blue. The wall behind her is sort of like a grayish with a sort of gray with a blue tint. And next to her is a tiny little blue dollhouse. And then over here we have a beautiful close-up photo of her with her blue contacts. Then we have a double page spread with Yeti laying on the carpet again. She looks so stunning. The entire styling is so like all over the place. It looks really expensive because it's all brand stuff. So I'm pretty sure the jacket is a brand. The shirt is Miu Miu, which I'm pretty sure is expensive. I don't know shit all about like fashion brands because I can't afford it, so why would I care? Although this here full screen photo only features her foot. And then a ripped out page from a ring binder notebook, and stuck on top of it is a photo of Seulgi on the phone. Then we have a double page spread. I keep saying double page spread. Count how many times I've said double page spread. Double page with Joy. She's laying on top of some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. She has more cereal in the back. She looks like she's gonna take a little bit of a nap. I love group shots. I don't know, they bring me joy. Ha! Sorry. I just realized everybody has dark hair except for Seulgi. And that's the end. And in the back here, we have a stairway from the little dollhouse. And the last page is the opening gate. Opening gate? Closing gate? We also get a poster, the member poster. Who do you think I got? Love the styling, love the hair. I love the hair. This here is a little envelope, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, I fucking love this design. This design, I love. It's a dollhouse. And then when you lift it up to open it, and the flap is the little house, girl. And then inside is a bunch of other shit. First of all, we have a lyric booklet, of course. It looks like a sort of 2000s magazine. It is one of these foldy ones. So we're looking at it like this, and you open it. It's number 1, and it goes in order, and it's still like a little tiny booklet. That's so cool. Then another thing we also get is stickers. We got 2 sticker sheets here. Here we have some member shots, also very reminiscent of the 2000s. The other sticker sheet we have is this one over here. Then we get even more stuff. We get postcards. I got Joy and Irene. Also get a slightly thicker card glossy photo of a member. I got Irene. And then, of course, we also get a photo card. Don't even think about me getting Yeri or Seulgi. I get Wendy instead. The thing is, I don't dislike any of the members, so I'm not like, oh, I fucking hate this person. I'm pretty much content with getting any of their photo cards. It's just, you know, if I could get my bias, that would be nice. next album is huge and heavy, so this is gonna be so fun to display and hold up the entire time. Let me introduce to you my first and only MAMAMOO album. This here is MAMAMOO's album. It's a compilation album. It's called I Say MAMAMOO The Best. The release date for this album was the 15th of September 2021. The genre is K-pop, R&B, funk, jazz, rock, ballad, and dance. They said, yeah, just do everything. It's fun. The entertainment is Rainbow Bridge World, and as far as I can tell, there's only one version of this album. It could be wrong though, to be fair, because the picture that I keep finding for the album is this one, but then this is what my album cover looks like, and I'm a little confused if there's like different versions or, you know, what's happening there, but Tracklist number 1 goes as follows. Paint Me orchestra version, Starry Night orchestra version. We've got Go Go Bebe rock version, Egotistic Blistering Sun version, You're the Best 2021, I Miss You 2021, Happier Than Ever, Hee Hee Ha Hee Ho Part 2, Words Don't Come Easy 2021, Piano Man 2021, Oop 2021, and then for tracklist number 2, oh my god, Decal Comedy. Aya traditional version, Hip remix version, A Little Bit 2021, Windflower dramatic version, Oh Ah Yeah 2021 version, Don't Be Happy 2021, Peppermint Chocolate MMM version, Much, Destiny extended version, Mr. Ambiguous 2021, Yes I Am Funk Boost version. So basically what they did with this album, a lot of these songs already exist within the MAMAMOO discography, but they re-recorded them or remixed them for this here album and then I think they added new songs as far as I can tell. My favorite songs from these are Go Go Bebe, Egotistic, Piano Man, and Hip. Also to note, I actually like the original songs better than the re-released versions. Possibly because I'm already familiar with them and how they sound and, you know, I have an emotional bond with them. So that's why I'm gonna be showing you my favorites from this album, but in their originally released form. Play the music. Have a look at the contents of this album. Before we get into anything else, let's have a little look-see at the cover, because I love it. This is a compilation album, as I've said, so they have taken snippets and pictures out of every single concept that they've had before, every single music video that they've had before, and stuck them together in this beautiful little collage. Now you might be wondering where's the CD in this, because this basically just looks like a photo book. Did I just buy a photo book and no music? No, the music is here. I find it a little bit of a shame that they didn't think of a more slightly elegant version than, you know, just book and then this very like flimsy material. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of protection in here. But one thing I'm already gonna say that I was impressed by, blank matte pages. And then we open her up, you can already see glossy pages. Not that big of a deal, but I was so excited because all of my photo books, I'm pretty sure, are like matte pages, and here, glossy? I'm just gonna... Don't look at the white shit. Don't look at it. I'm not gonna be able to like flick through the pages up here because my wrist would kill me, so I'm gonna do it down here. Over here we have a glossy double page with the beautiful collage that we have in the front. Actually, I think it's a new one. Nope, it's the exact same one that we have in the front. And we also have the track list over here. This is so fucking heavy. We're starting with part 1, which is called Gemstone. Can I just say, look at that, look, bitch. Look at it. Love the fucking graphic design. Love it. Okay, one thing that bothers me is that they have the, you know, these little parts and the page number. I wish they didn't have it on this page, so this would be blank and then it just says Gemstone. My teachers would have beaten the shit out of me if I'd done that. This is the first concept for Gemstone. They look so good. They're just wearing a simple blouse and some pants. Plus over here, stunning. This woman is so beautiful. Solar kind of looks like she's trying to explode the camera. We're heading straight over to headshots of the members. So we have Solar over here and then Yoonbyul. They're also sort of playing with light. As you can see here, the highlight is very much coming like this. And with her, the light is more over here. So whereas Yoonbyul's entire face is lit up, Solar only kind of gets the side of her face and her ear. For some reason. In my two biases, we have Hwasa and then we have WHEEIN. Gorgeous, gorgeous women. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Stan MAMAMOO, gorgeous, gorgeous girls. By their compilation album. Over here we have our first lyric page, along with a stunning photo of Hwasa. One thing that I love with MAMAMOO is that they very much actually highlight their beauty marks. Stunning. I love that. Thank you so much. I do that too. We're heading over to more portrait photos of the girlies. We have WHEEIN, Hwasa, and Yoonbyul. Beautiful shot of WHEEIN. Look, she's looking at me. Along with the lyrics for Starry Night. I love MAMAMOO so much. Here you can see that they actually do highlight the little mole. So like in Korean beauty standards, they often like remove moles because they're like, ah, it's an imperfection. And I'm like, girl, it adds character. Shut up. Also, who am I to judge that other countries' beauty standards? I personally enjoy beauty marks in the face. I think it adds character. I think it adds a little bit of like spice to the face. More beautiful headshots with Solar and Yoonbyul. We are highlighting the little mole right by her eyebrow. I love the lip color they chose for Yoonbyul. And here we can see it even better. I love MAMAMOO. Look at them. They just know who I'm gonna talk about and they're just like, oh, let's help. Maybe I have the track list in the wrong order, but that's just gonna be, you know, the challenge for someone else. AKA me when I'm editing this. Here we have the lyrics for Go Go Bebe, rock version. These photos are so big, like the entire book is bigger than my head. Like if we compare this to the tiny little photos we got for Red Velvet, this is so fun. Portrait shots of Yoonbyul and Hwasa. Once again, we're still playing with like the light positioning for Hwasa over here. We have it very much in the center of her face. And then for Yoonbyul, we have it on her eyes. So, so, so gorgeous. It's not got a lot of like extra stuff with it. You know, there's not 30,000 plants in the background or neon lights. It's just them. And I think that's beautiful. Group shots! I love group shots. With the shadows and the lights, it almost kind of looks like they're underwater. As a graphic designer, the next detail here made me scream. Glossy page. Page! Are you joking me? That is so cool. That is so cool! We have part 2, process. We're heading over to a completely different photo book concept. And if you know anything about me, you know that this is my favorite. Look at them! The previous photo concept was sort of blue, underwater, gorgeous kind of feel to it, portrait shots. And here we have some live action shots. Oh, that's called? I don't know. But with an actual setting. Beige and like artiste sort of motif. Fuck me up. Let's go. I think these are like Greek goddess statues inspired. I think we have MAMAMOO in this beautiful sort of outdoor garden looking place. I'm not even like halfway through and my wrist is like grrr. Beautiful double page dedicated to Yoonbyul with the lyrics for You Are the Best 2021 version. I love her lip color. Moonbyul always gets the best lip colors. And she's wearing loafers. And we all know how I like loafers. I love loafers. Also, if you have a fucked up Achilles tendon, as I did for like 2 years, loafers without a back, oh my god, lifesavers. I was almost forced to like them. Look at her, so gorgeous. So fucking pretty. We have the song lyrics to I Miss You on a beige background. This color is so fucking pretty. Look at this photo. So this is more of like an action shot of her actually doing art. She is hammering something. So the concept is sort of like them doing and creating art, which, yeah, correct, you are right. That is a brilliant concept. She was given this trench coat looking top. Her hair color, look at her. Are we kidding? Kimbabi kidding?
Kimbabi kidding?
Sorry, that joke is so gross and old. Who does art in heels? She kind of reminds me of Jack from Titanic for some reason. If you just look at this page, I guess it just makes it a little bit awkward that there's just a random foot here, but yeah. Oh my goodness! Hwasa! This woman is so stunning. Look at her go! She almost looks like she's about to make out with a statue over here. Her eyes are the focus of this photo, along with like the beautiful highlight on her shoulder. Look at the shoulder highlight. A beautiful group photo of them, again in that beautiful location with the statues all around them. I don't even have a lot to say, I just love this fucking album. They just kind of chopped it here. I feel like they could have taken out the statue to make the, you know, the cut a little bit more seamless. When I was getting my graphic design degree, I always had to like explain as to why I didn't crop this thing out or why I left that in. And so I think I'm very like attuned to spotting those things. I think that's why I'm so nitpicky with these things. Ah, now I can see. It's sort of like a trench coat, but it's been cropped. No words are worthy for MAMAMOO. Ah, look at this woman. I love it. You can see the little individual lashes that they stuck on her lower lash line. We have Solar over here with I was gonna say a toothbrush. That's not a toothbrush. Is this video gonna be the longest one? Maybe. Look at Hwasa leaning so gracefully on this here statue. Look at Moonbyul, just like gorgeous, stunning model, stunning, gorgeous, gorgeous model, stunning. Gorgeous model. Next song lyrics paired with a side profile shot of Solar. The song lyrics are for Happier Than Ever. Beautiful portraits of Moonbyul. Very much thinking, very much thoughtful. Love, 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 love. Here we have WHEEIN in the middle of doing her little artiste things, of hammering things. I love when they do like photo placement like this and then have a little detail photograph of something. It just adds so much like flavor. It almost looks like we've just caught her randomly in the act. Spicy. Yes, please. Beautiful location shot over here now. I love the graphic design of this page. It looks expensive. And I like things that look expensive, especially when it wasn't that expensive. Beautiful, 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 stunning. Beautiful, creative, stunning, stunning, beautiful. She's right. Love the page detail over here. One thing that I absolutely love about this book, the sizing and the amount of like pages of this book really kind of lends it to that feel of like, it could be a coffee table sort of book. Moonbyul is standing and posing, sort of as if she is the actual masterpiece, which she is. She is. I feel like this is one of those albums where the art director, graphic designer, and photographer just kind of worked with each other and everything was already like, they knew what they wanted and that's exactly what they got. And you can tell that every part of the production worked together. Come on. I mean, come on. Tell me this isn't a wallpaper. I'm gonna set this to my fucking wallpaper. Also, we have the lyrics to Words Don't Come Easy, 2021. Matte pages, glossy pages. We're heading back over to glossy pages, bitch. As a graphic designer who has worked in like printing companies, I know that this is a bitch. This is a bitch to print. This is a bitch to like bind. Part 3, diamond. Concept. 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 Look at Hwasa. I love the styling with the very like minimalist sort of aesthetic of the clothes, but still elegant with a very simple amount of jewelry. Beautiful photo of Hwasa with her Maria tattoo. Maria tattoo. Beautiful photo of Hwasa with her Maria tattoo. I can't say it, Maria tattoo. It's hard, Maria tattoo. The one thing that I think is a little bit of a shame with this album, or especially with the diamond parts, is that the font is hardly legible. The printer very much struggled. Also, you can see fingerprints, which I fucking hate. It's because I'm like sweating and holding it up and you can see all the fingerprints. Yes. Yes, correct. It looks like they're in like a bathroom or something. This dress, it's like it's made for her. Holy fuck. With just the two little portrait shots and then the rest of the page being just black. Yeah. Artiste. She's giving like rich CEO vibes. I love a bit of red. We have the lyrics to Piano Man 2021. Red curtain, fallen chandeliers, glamour, gorgeous, MAMAMOO. Remember how I talked about how I love playing with light? They're playing with light! Look at those sparkles on the face. Choosing to ignore the contact, it's fine. Look at the light leaks! Gosh darn, look at her. And now the background is no longer a red curtain, it is this beautiful, like, what is that? Like a bluish purple? Bitch. I'm having a hard time telling if it's photoshopped to be blue or not. So if the detailing of the crystals would be more of a red hue, then you'd be able to tell like, oh, they just photoshopped it. But either they photoshopped it really, really well, or they genuinely had two different types of curtains. No, they must have had two different curtains because the chandelier doesn't color change. I'm just impressed. This is the first MAMAMOO album that I've ever bought, and so like all of these details were so impressive to me. We have a group photo with them against the red curtain again, and then over here we have the lyrics for daegu 2021. Beautiful shots of Moonbyul. You know, I truly believe that they had two different curtains. Truly believe it. She looks fucking stunning. Hello. Hello. I love lightly photos. Look at this fucking portrait. This photo of Solar, when she's holding the chandelier. Little Polaroid collage. Still glossy pages, but now, concept for part 4 is I Say. I'm just gonna repeat. We're going on to the 4th concept in one album. Normally it's one concept per one album. MAMAMOO just does more. This is page number 125. The music video MAMAMOO. This here is the official photo shoot for that with all of their outfits. We have the lyrics for
Decalcomany,
along with some solo shots from Solar, which very much are like colorful, contrasty, almost to the point where it kind of looks, you know, ripping open her face. The thing is, with other artists, I would be like, oh, was that on purpose? But with MAMAMOO, I know that it was on purpose. I love the playing with colors. I love the playing with like blue light. We have Moonbyul with the lyrics for Aya, traditional version. We love a good group shot with the lyrics for hip remix version. I'm like scratching open my chest over here. WHEEIN, love, 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 love. With the lyrics for A Little Bit 2021. I also love this page detail over here. Hwasa with the lyrics for Windflower, dramatic version. We can get a really close up and detailed look at her makeup. Another thing to note is both her tie and her top are from Vivienne Westwood. So designer. Beautiful. This one looks to be more natural lighting. I'm a fucking liar. That's definitely not natural lighting. I don't know, the blue background made me think like, oh, it's probably the sky, but probably not. Beautiful group shot. I absolutely fucking love it. The lyrics for yeah 2021. Apparently they were outside. In that case, I believe that there was a little, you know, refractor light shining light on them. Or like some other source of light. Moonbyeol's pants with little daisies on them. That's such a cute detail. Also, we have the lyrics for Don't Be Happy 2021. This is still from the music video for MAMAMOO. Did I do too many mums? Maybe. They absolutely do not have skin, especially Hwasa. Hwasa has zero skin. Look at these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at these beautiful. They have a little dollhouse in the middle. We also have the lyrics for Peppermint Chocolate, MMM version, some solo portrait shots of the members, WHEEIN, Solar, Hwasa, and Moonbyeol. A little picture collage with some fake Polaroids. Here we can see some makeup details. Her makeup artist did her dirty once again, with her face being a little bit too pale. Here she is in the closet. She looks stunning, gorgeous. I love the little daisy necklace. What a cute detail. Over here, you can really see that they did her face so much lighter than her arm. Come on. I think this is one of the only photos where they're all smiling and laughing and like doing the same pose. Whereas usually there's always one member that's like blue stealing and the other ones are like some cookies. Then we have sandwiches, macaron, carrots, and spargler. So I love the lighting in the background with this like green lighting here and then purple over here. It really gives like the feel of a party. We have the lyrics over here for MAMAMOO, WHEEIN and Hwasa for the song Destiny extended version. Love a little collage page. We're having fun with the placement, we're having fun with some framing. Solar has something between her teeth and it didn't Photoshop it out. Why would you do that? I swear it's always Hwasa and WHEEIN that are in the same photo. And my biased little heart is like, hee 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 hee, thank you. More table shots with the lyrics for Mr. Ambiguous 2021. Ah, WHEEIN with a little duck toy. Gorgeous. She's playing with ribbon. For some reason. A centerfold type piece. How many times do I have to say Hwasa is stunning? Hwasa is stunning. She is stunning. Her little nose scrunch in this photo. I really wonder how long one MAMAMOO photo shoot takes. Because like at one point or another, you would get exhausted, no? We have the lyrics for Yes I Am Funk Boost version, along with some cake, them posing with various drinks and carrots. This time carrots the food, not the diamond. And then we have a big picture of them posing with the carrots. Little bonuses that we get with this here album are a postcard, member postcard. I got Moonbyeol with the 3 concepts minus the MAMAMOO concept. And then on the back, we have a thank you note. And then we actually get 2 photo cards. I have Moonbyeol along with their signature. And then, for the first time ever, I actually pulled my bias. Look, it's WHEEIN! For the first time in my life, I pulled my bias. When I tell you, I screamed when I pulled this photo card. This is the last and final album that I own, you know, as of today. It's also my favorite album that I own. I'm happy to present to you, drumroll please, I'm so excited. As I've already said, this album is from WHEEIN, as in from MAMAMOO. It is the solo album. The album is called Red. The release date was the 13th of April, 2021. Genre is K-pop, dance, R&B, and soul. Why did I say it like that? Soul, not soul. Entertainment is Rainbow Bridge Entertainment, same as MAMAMOO albums. As far as I know, there's only one version available, the one that I own. The track list goes as follows: Watercolor, Trash, Ohu, Butterfly, Springtime, No Thanks, Watercolor English version, which for some reason I forgot to record. So that's 7 songs, and I have 4 favorites. So basically I didn't like the slow songs because I'm not a slow song type of person. But my favorite songs are Watercolor, and I actually don't mind if it's the English version or the Korean version. I really like both. Trash, Ohu, and Springtime. Roll the clips, let's go.
잠시뿐이지만 눈이 부시게 또 싶어 가득 품은 햇살도 어깨 위에 올라탄 꽃잎도 Also from spring to you.
Should I put some lotion? Ooh, I should put some lotion on that. Great, but now I've lotioned my hands and now I've got to touch the album. I am the smartest person in this room. Here she is, my favorite album. And right off the bat, I have something to complain about. The way to open it is through this little ridge thing, which you're supposed to rip open. But since I didn't want to destroy my album, my friend said that I could also just use like a Japanese knife and just open it. So that's exactly what I did in a painstakingly long process. And now I can open it without the worry of having destroyed anything. I'm so excited to show you this album. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the actual design over here. I personally did some interpreting on what this could mean. So like red in the sort of like Arial normal boring lettering, but it's red underlined, so it's wrong. So we have decided to do it our own way with a different font letter, red. And then this line here is like when you're typing, the little like indicator of where you are, implying that I have started writing my own story and I'm not finished yet. I could of course be pulling that entire thing out of my ass and it could totally be wrong and that's not what the interpretation is supposed to mean at all, and what are you even saying? I kind of like my interpretation, so I'm sticking to it. The back gave me a good chuckle, to be fair, because not because of this beautifully drawn butterfly, but because everything is huge. The distribution and copyright is huge. Compare it to like a normal size barcode. This one is just enormous. But also kind of reminded me of like my early days in graphic design when I didn't really have a feel of the scale of things. So I would just, you know, print it out once to have a look at like, do I need to size it down? Do I need to size it up? And most of the time it turned out like this. So I love it that they deliberately have one that is just huge. And I'm like, yeah, see, maybe I wasn't just a novice at graphic design. Maybe I did it intentionally and everybody just hated it. But I love it. It's kind of like, you know, outside of the norm. Experimenting. Love it. Over here we have the same scriggle crayon design as on the back. Over here we have some text which I'm gonna read to you right now. It says, no matter what I look like, I'm the same, I know. I don't need to be fake. I wanna fill me up. Let's take out the actual album. As you can see, this is pretty much just a sleeve to hold the contents of the album. And here is the actual album. And already I'm in love with it. I am in love with it. You're telling me that I as a graphic designer wouldn't love this? Of course I fucking love it. And then the back as well, so artistic, so gorgeous. This gorgeous black and white photo. And then the little graphic detail over here. I love the white space. I love the track list like this. Even just the album logo. Fuck me up. This here is my holy grail of graphic design albums. You might be wondering where the CD is here. It is in the back. I love when shit is in the back. Perfect album. We open her up. This one I don't want to break. I love red and white together, like very like blood red type red. Here is a double page of WHEEIN for the promotions of this album. The album starts. Thank you, that's all. I love this extreme close-up of her eye, along with the red album title being slightly unfocused, but the crisp underlining is sharp, along with the I haven't finished typing yet line is also really sharp. A beautiful painting sort of background. And we have WHEEIN, who is on a white background in a white bodysuit, red paint splashes all over her. Look at this fucking concept. I'm screaming, I'm pissing, I'm crying. I love it. It's messy, it's colorful. I fucking love it. We have the lyrics to Watercolor amongst a collage of WHEEIN in the white bodysuit surrounded by red paint splatter. The background of the pages are a dark red color. It's not an exact color pick, it's darker than the actual color used in the photos. The text is black on dark red, which is a choice, but I think it's a good choice. I think they made the right choice over here so as not to distract from the actual images. Look at this. It's playful, it's messy. Here we have a solo portrait shot of WHEEIN next to a page with red spelt out in what looks to be crayon. Messy background on top of which we have a photo collage of close-ups of WHEEIN with some detail shots of her hands. Next to that we have a white background with a close-up of her face, looking at her paint-splattered hands. I am in love with this album. A slightly more colorful background over here with other colors such as black, yellow, and even some blue and orange, on top of which lays a beautiful photo of WHEEIN. We have a full body shot. We can also see that she is extremely messy with the red paint all over her, really giving the image of like a messy creator. Then we have a handwritten message which says, "I will drown me, I'm still a dreamer," along with close-ups of her face as she is laying down in the red paint. I mean, this fucking photo. This photo, look at it. Oh my god. I am in love with this fucking album. I think the first time that I looked at this album, I spent like a good half an hour just looking at each photo, taking everything in. And my friend was like, "Are you done?" And I was like, "No, I'm gonna soak in every single page." I'm such a sucker for pure white, pure red, and then like a dark contrast, which is her hair. We have some more English lyrics from the song Watercolor. I'm not gonna read them out loud. I thought about it just now, but I'm not gonna do it because that would be way too much. We have a beautiful shot of her looking over her shoulder. Her face is now also slightly splattered with the red paint. It's getting messier, it's getting more experimental. We have some Polaroids. We have a crayon drawn flower. This album, man. This fucking album. We have some film camera shots of her setting up the background. We can actually see that it was her doing the entire thing. We have black and white photos of her, very detailed black and white photos of her. She looks very vulnerable, very like, how do you say, is there another word for vulnerable? She looks vulnerable. What do you want from me? She looks vulnerable, she looks sensitive. Love, 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 love her makeup. Look at this fucking photo book. Jesus Christ. This photo placement here, and this one, the entire blank page, and then this little square of her face. Girl, I need a sip of water. Honestly, the entire time that I'm showing you this album, you can have like angelic sounds in the background. That's what my head feels like. I don't have any words. I just fucking love this album. Like everything about it. Look at this photograph. And then we're getting the same photos, but this time we get them in color. I thought I had lost my mind before, but when I saw this little detail over here, my friend started looking at me like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, give me 10 more minutes just for this little thing. So within the big photo book here, we have a miniature photo book. It feels more like magazine paper. And it's the behind the scenes of the making of this album, getting ready for the photo shoots. For the first time, we see the album logo, but in black and white, aka all black. We see her getting ready, draping herself in the curtains. We see a detail photo like this, butterflies everywhere because she has butterfly tattoos. We see Polaroids stuck together with a butterfly sticker. We see Polaroids in a little plastic bag for some reason. Detail shots. It all looks like very messy, very self-made. It's so fucking cool. Like, are you kidding me? Almost looks like a self-made photo shoot with a film camera. And then the page background makes it look like it's been scanned into a scanner and then just printed on the photo. We have some stunning profile photos. I love this little booklet. The last page of this mini photo booklet is the same butterfly that we have on the back of the box, but this time it's in blue and it's covering her face. Over here we can see the album logo again, this time in black and white, aka just in black. We also have little drawing details over here. We're working with texture, so somebody maybe scanned some plastic foil and then added that over it, layering it. Over here we're starting to work with colors again. Light blue fading into red, but then also white over here. That's just the background though, because the photos of WHEEIN in the white bodysuit amongst a pink light that is shined on her. It's shining on her? English is hard. Over here we have an artistic collage, Polaroids of her along with shapes. I think it's resin art along with some self notes. Gorgeous, stunning. I love this fucking pink background. It's so pretty. We have a trendy little shape over here. Look at this trendy shape. That's a trendy shape. Over here we have a photo collage. The fade they did over here to fade it into the whiteness of this background over here starts right on top of her and it fades over and then it just blends into this beautiful white background over here. Page detailing. Placement, photo placement. This entire white space I of course love. Brightness of the red. This orange underlining of the album logo. Yes, correct, yes. It looks like we're starting a new chapter, this time with a blue dress. We have the lyrics for track number 2, Trash. I love the way this is laid out and styled. The text placement. I want to say swear words so bad. I don't know why I wouldn't. I've been swearing throughout this entire video, but I was just like, no, let's not swear this time. Gorgeous, stunning. Fuck. I love the blurriness on the top and then the sharp. Fuck. Like my mind was blown the first time I looked at it, and now that I'm looking at it again, my mind is just being blown again. What looks like to be in a hot air balloon. We have the lyrics for Ohu. She looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. Starting off the fact that the front of the dress is short and the back is long. It's giving me 2014 vibes, but the rest of the album is perfect. One little dress, I can stomach that. Here we are on a boat, a sailboat. I'm in love. And the butterfly details over there. Look at this fucking page. Look at this fucking page. The water background, the little detail shots that look like they were taken with film camera. Bitch. We have her in a theater, I think, with a white outfit and purple gloves. Stunning. What do you want me to say? I have no words, except I have 30,000 words. We're heading over to more of a group shot type moment. I love this one over here where she's the only person in focus and the rest of them are moving. And you might have already noticed it. Glossy pages. At this point, we know how I feel about a matte paper to glossy paper change. This album is so fucking gorgeous. Look at the graphic design. I could cry. The huge letter R. Beautiful, like, cropped photo of her against the blue background. We know how I feel about a continuous photo and then another photo layered on top. It's like the one thing that I lose my mind over with every album. Also, page detailing of a little butterfly over here, masked out from her background against a light blue background with squiggles and notes. And then over here we have the song lyrics to Butterfly with notes and like little underlinings of things of like, oh, this is wrong. Heading over to more of this concept. Amazing, stunning, talented, beautiful, gorgeous purple moment. How many different concepts and photo shoots have we had for this here album? Correct. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's for one album. Look at this fucking page. The rough masking, the plastic sort of like overlay, the playing with colors and different types of overlay. Bitch. Cool. Everybody is in focus. Changing over back to matte paper. White space. I love. You're kidding me. The logo in purple, along with the photos that have a sort of purple sheen over them. Yes. I'm in love with this album. This here is where I lost my shit even more. Gorgeous, beautiful, stunning photo of a very like simple and toned down photo shoot. And over here, hand written lyrics. Handwritten lyrics to Springtime. Just a scan of the handwritten lyrics on a piece of paper. This here is what we saw in the preview of the little photo book in the middle of the book. You know what I mean, the little book in the photo book. So stunning and toned down and like natural, with some excerpts of the lyrics in between. Blue crayon overlay, some scriggles overlaid on the photos, but also some lyrics. It's like the perfect balance of casual mixed with editorial. Who came up with this concept? I wanna give you a little kissy on the forehead. She looks fucking gorgeous. You can see her tattoos really quite well here. And that's when you're starting to realize that, oh, the page detailing, that's her tattoo. We have a page dedicated to the lyrics of No Thanks, along with yet another costume change and outfit change. Also like the distortion over here with the blur, with a peacock. She's with a peacock. Like, what do you want from me? This is my favorite album. The placement, the cropping, this is everything. The length of this photo, the red dress as a background detail over here. And just, you know, the casual peacock that's also just there. I don't have words to express how much I fucking love the art direction in this fucking album. Camera, look. I love this fucking album. We have a page dedicated to the English lyrics of Watercolor, and then we have the credits. This is my favorite K-pop album that I own. And you would think it ends there, but no, because photo cards, right? Not quite. First we get stickers. I was really bewildered when I opened this for the first time. I think I just sat there for like 20 minutes just... First, we have the album logo sticker. Pretty standard, pretty basic. And then for every single song, we get a sticker that symbolizes that song. Fucking love this album. Butterfly, watercolor English version. No thanks. Oh, look at the format. Trash. Watercolor. Springtime. Then there's a flower sticker. And to top it all off, we get stickers of her tattoos. Those are all the stickers that we get. And I'm just like, all the thoughts that went into it, the choosing of the shapes that correspond with each song. It just makes sense that trash would be a square, watercolor is a circle. Ohu is this, I don't know what you call this shape. No thanks is the arch. It just makes sense. The amount of thought that went into it, it just makes so much sense. And I fucking love how much they thought about it, how coherent it is, how everything works together. I am losing my mind. I am in love with this fucking album. Another thing that I'd actually failed to notice the first time around, this here page starts the little legacy of the symbols being down here in the corner. But the thing is, it's actually a story. Over here. That's so cool. This is a ticket stub with red foil, and then on the back we have the track list. Oh! I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a bookmark, but I was told it is not a bookmark. As if I hadn't like foamed at the mouth already with this entire album enough. They give you a 3D photo card. But unlike with other photo cards, this one has more than 2 pictures, and I was like, and with completely different locations. So there's this photo, waiting over here, and then this one. The background is also very cool. The amount of time that I stared at this was a little embarrassing first time I got it, I'll be honest with you. And then of course, to top it all off, we get a photo card. And this time I did get my bias, but it's a solo album, so of course I'd get my bias. But here she is, and the back looks like this. You have just watched a shit ton of K-pop album content. How are you feeling? Personally, I feel elated that I'm done. Despite the fact that I know that I still have a lot of editing to do. So much fucking editing. But I'm glad that I filmed it, and I'm glad that it's, you know, that I'm done with filming. I guess I have to film an outro now, huh? So let's film that outro. Let's do it. I'm gonna drink a sip of tea. This has been quite a journey. The first video I filmed on the 11th of February. It is now the 22nd of March. And I don't know when this video is gonna go out. I'm excited for when it does. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did making it. Despite the fact that, you know, I felt like my finger was gonna fall off. I had a sore throat for 2 days after the first filming. I have scratched up my chest during the making of this video. But ultimately, I did enjoy the process. And I hope you did too. Oh yeah, if you want to know anything about the process, all of the behind the scenes stuff and like little thoughts and snippets throughout the making of this entire video series, that'll be over on my Patreon, along with a beautifully curated list and PDF document of all of my albums combined. That was so many stops. Along with a PDF with my entire K-pop collection in PDF format, along with some additional details. I think I'm just gonna do the outro now. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can stick around till when I make a new one. I hope you drink lots of water, get lots of sleep, and this is the end. Goodbye! I would also like to give a very special shout out to my Patrons. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for supporting me. An even bigger shout out to my Patreon lemonplanter/Alice. Thank you so much for your continued support. I hope you enjoy the content. This is the end. Bye!